Hey guys, welcome to my KWA SR10 review video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about not only this gun and why it's so badass, but also what things I think could perhaps impede you from enjoying this gun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright. So the first thing I want you to notice about this gun is that the body is made of aluminum. That means that it's a light gun. It's still kind of heavy, but it's light. It's solid, very solid, and it's lightweight. So this means that when you're going out on days outside, maybe in the forest, if you're from Airsoft, Colorado, you play out in the woods, after a while you'll enjoy having a light gun because you can just go around all day and just walk around and not have to be worn down by your gun. The construction, super solid. There's no wobbling anywhere. I could play baseball with this thing and hit the ball right on target. There's not going to be anything breaking or anything. This gun's awesome in construction. But obviously, it's not one of those guns that you pick up for 150 bucks. It's about a little over twice that price. I picked this up for 380 bucks. So with this price in mind, you definitely get what you pay for. KWA is known for making very reputable guns, not only with the construction, but with the gearbox inside. Okay, there's like only one thing you could do to this gun to make it better, and that's swapping out the inner barrel. But even then, this gun comes with a 6.05 inner barrel, which means that it's still precision. If you want to swap it out for a 6.03 barrel, then go ahead and do that, but remember it's only going to be 6.02 tighter, so really it's not going to matter. If you want to change your barrel, get a 601. And I would recommend a Bravo steel. You've got the crane stock right here, which houses your battery. Now the battery you need, by the way, this feature right here, the butt plate comes off super easily, but not so easy enough that in the middle of battle it's going to come off on you. It's in there, but you see you got to pull these little tabs right here in order to get it off, which is going to be very hard to do if you're in the heat of combat and you do it on accident, is what I'm saying. So inside you've got your, well, in this case this gun does not come with a battery, so you'll want to buy one, but I bought a Bravo rechargeable 9.6 volt battery, and I put DIEM plugs on there. Always get your DIEM plugs on your airsoft guns. It just makes everything so much better. Okay, and you've got housing for nunchuck batteries in there, which is cool, and everything's wired through the buffer tube, so you don't have wires dangling up in here, which is definitely a plus. Okay, so then it's easy as pie, you know, you just put it back in here, plug it in real quick, plug it in, bam, get this back on, slap it a little bit, and then you're good to go. So that's a really nice feature about this gun. Similar crate stocks to this usually maybe have screws back here. It's a pain in the ass, if you don't mind me saying. This butt plate design is absolutely genius. Okay, it's great. I love it. I don't have many problems with this crane stock. It's super tight. There's no very little wobbling, but I've seen real AR-15s that have worse wobbling on their stock than this. So don't even worry about it. The only problem I have, this plate right here in the back is pretty thick. So if you're wearing a plate carrier like I am, tucking it in your shoulder gets kind of, it feels weird. It's not very comfortable. Versus, let's say, a Magpul Masada stock where this butt plate right here is very thin. It's super easy to tuck it in your shoulder, right inside your shoulder, where like these plate carrier straps don't really get in your way. However, back to the SR10 here for a second. This butt plate is pretty fat, and you know, once you get it in there, it's hard to lose it, I guess, but it's not super comfortable if you have big straps right here. If you're wearing a backpack or something, it could be more comfortable, I guess. It's not the single best thing ever. Now, the crane stock is nice. It has retractable functions from 0 to 5, and these are numbered. There's a little hole that shows you right here. But if it were up to me, if I could choose like the same quality build and choose which stock I would put on that, like keep in mind though that's where your battery goes in, so obviously you would not be able to put your battery inside a foldable stock like this, a thin one like that. You would not be able to do that, and that's why I like the crane stock, because your battery's in there safe and sound. You don't have to do this end guard bullshit where you have to like push a pin out, then take the whole thing out, and then get your battery, and then it's a pain in the ass to get the battery back in. I'm just talking in comfortability here. Like, I really like these retractable stocks from the Masadas and the Scars and similar guns like that, where you can fold them, they have a cheek rest right there. It's awesome. But in this case, with the SR10, you've got a fat stock that houses your battery, so then you don't have to worry about any wires going through your RIS back to your foregrip. You don't have to take anything off. So this is why everything is like super tight on this gun, just because your battery is housed in the crane stock. And you know what? I don't mind it. That's something I'm willing to live with. It's not the most comfortable stock ever, but it does its job very well, especially when you think about how your battery is housed. The thing I want to talk about this KWA SR10 is upgradability. I know that some people like to say, oh, I'm going to get this KWA and I'm going to put like a crazy inner barrel in there. I'm going to put like brand new piston, new gears, new stuff like that. You don't need to do that, okay? The KWA 2GX gearboxes are phenomenal, okay? Like, this gun is advertised as LiPo ready out of the box, but I don't like to use LiPos, okay? I'm not talking about all LiPos. I like 7.4s. They're just like a 9.6. But 11.1 LiPo batteries are awesome. I know they're awesome because you get a high rate of fire out of them. But you degrade your gearbox, your gears. There's so many moving parts inside that if you make the rate of fire that high, in the end it's gonna like strip something. It's gonna degrade twice as fast, really. And I want to keep this gun's life for a long time. 9.6 volt battery, you have a decent rate of fire, you have a decent trigger response, and your gun's gonna live forever, really. If you put an 11.1 volt battery in there, you're gonna shoot it and you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is amazing. But then wait 6 months, and then things are gonna go wrong inside your gearbox. But that being said, the KWA 2GX gearbox is still one of the best gearboxes out on the market. So if you wanted to use an 11.0 volt battery, you definitely could. But remember, no matter how perfect this gearbox is, it's still going to degrade over time, and a LiPo makes it do that twice as fast. I'm going to keep a 9.6 in here, like I said earlier. I'm going to keep a 9.6 in here, and it's going to work for a long time. 5 years. Easy. No problem. Also, you do not need to upgrade anything in this gun. This is why you pay $400 up front, okay? You get your 605 inner barrel, which is, okay, it's not a 603, it's not a 601. It's still good enough, alright? 605, it's fine, it's fine. Motor's good, you get a good rate of fire out of it. I have no problems with it. Gearbox, super solid, no problems at all. This gun, $400, you're set. You get it out of the box, you break it in, there's a break-in period, you have to go about 3,000 rounds, just put rounds down range to get the hop-up all good and the spring all not loose, but you know, get the spring going so that when your gun shoots out of the box 410 FPS, and after you've gone those 3,000 rounds that you're supposed to go through, you've now got a 400 FPS gun. Perfect for any fields that require 400 FPS. This gun is an excellent field gun. I'm loving it. Okay, I play out here in Colorado in the National Forest, and some distances can be pretty big. Like you can see guys like 300 feet away, but you're not going to shoot them because they're just too far away. But still, with this 405 millimeter barrel and this gearbox and the hop-up and everything, I feel like I can get targets that are up, like, I can reach out to people who are 200 feet away, and that's an awesome feeling, okay? This gun is not a sniper by any means. It's a 405 inner barrel. I used to have an AK with a 100 millimeter suppressor on there, and it was 590 millimeters. With this base, I can shoot out further than I did with my AK with a 590 millimeter barrel. So, you know, this is awesome, out of the box.